Well, great then. Welcome to the webinar. Let's do a quick check. Where you guys from today? I am in Dubai. It's a great city. Very uh, modern, very metropolitan. Lots of big buildings here. It's a desert. It's a crazy thing what they're constructing in the desert. So all of you guys, where are you from? David, you're from Houston, Texas. Robert Fuchs is from New Jersey. And guys, anytime I get your name wrong, just let me know. I English is not my first language. I try my best, but if I get your name wrong, I just want to apologize in advance. Robert is from New Jersey. Swati is already here. She's my team member. Bryce is from Victoria, Australia. Hank from Kansas. Carl is from Western Montana. Yeah, Western Montana. It's I've heard very sparingly of this state. Carl, welcome to the webinar. Not many people come from Montana to my webinars. Brad is from St. Louis, Missouri. Peter, Peter is from Prague. One of the places I always wanted to go to. One of these days I will get there, Peter. David is from Melbourne, Australia. Must be really late in there, right? Anderson from Brooklyn, New York, and Madison is from San Francisco. Rafal is from the Gulf of America. Absolutely. Yes, Rafal, that's what I call it now, too. Of course, that's the mandate. So, yes, it's the Gulf of America now. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. We've got quite a big crowd. A lot of us are in the US, and here I am in Asia. We're going to talk about AI. We're going to talk about how AI is changing and evolving. And we're going to talk about the biggest problem in AI, right? Something that stops people from using AI. We're going to make it more fun because I believe that AI shouldn't be, something that you can only access through prompts, that you can only chat with, because it can be a part of everything we do online on the computer. I think increasingly offline too. So it's something that people need to be more connected with. They should be able to use it in everything they do in their business without having to use prompts. That's what this webinar is about. We are going to make it more fun to use AI. We're going to make sure that everyone can use AI without having to prompt a lot. So let's go to the presentation now. Awesome. So here is the thing with AI. You can't do anything without AI right now. It's not possible to run any business without AI. But the only problem is the only way to access AI is prompts, and business owners are not prompt engineers. Nobody wants to spend a lot of time prompting. People want to go straight to the results. And I can tell you, frankly, this has been happening to everybody, not just people who are not technicians, who are not engineers, but to everyone, even with me. Many times I use ChatGPT or any other AI, and I'm actually frustrated about how much time it takes me to get to the result. Like, it's insanely difficult sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes you get a perfect result the first time, but you just have to answer back, and then you have to refine the prompt, and then you have to keep talking to ChatGPT to try to get to act and try to get you the results you want. And it might take two, three, or even five or six times. And I have actually given up a couple of times and just used other means to get the information or get the analysis I want. So who else has had that experience? If you've ever been frustrated with ChatGPT or any other AI that you're using, drop me a yes in the chat box so that I know that this is an experience that many people have had. And I'm going to tell you about this quiz now. Bryce says yes. Ken Strain says yes. Hank says yes with in all caps, right? So it's absolutely something that all of us have experienced at some point of time. And David says yes, but with patience, there are rewards with ChatGPT. Totally agree with you, David, there. And I have experienced the same. If you actually are smart about it, you can get your work done. But why do you need to work so hard to get the results you want? There has to be an easier way, and we're going to tell you more about it. But first, let's do a quick quiz. What percentage of small businesses use AI? Right, so this is going to shock you. I'm absolutely sure about it. What percentage of small businesses use AI? I'm going to give you the right answer. A couple of you have already come to me with answers. I'm going to look for the answers from the rest of you. Well, it's crazy. David, Bryce says C, Don says 25%, Robert, Hank, Roth, Sam, Paul, David says 10%. Well, that's crazy. Here is the thing, guys. You all got it absolutely right. We've got a bunch of people who are really clued in over here. That's amazing. It's shocking. When I first saw that stat, I was blown away. Like, imagine this, only 25% of small businesses use AI. And why do you think that is? I think it's because of the prompt challenge. Not everybody is cut out to be a prompt engineer. Not everybody wants to go to an empty screen and start typing. I've had moments when I had to sit around and think about what I want to say for about 10 minutes before I could type it out to ChatGPT. So no surprise there that 25% of small businesses, only about 25% of small businesses use AI, while it's a technology that can totally change everything that they do in their business, right? Who agrees with me on that? So AI has a big challenge. 43% of the small businesses who are absolutely, small business people are not exactly extremely tech savvy. They want to be focusing on their business. They don't want to even use AI. They don't even have plans to use AI, and they don't know what they're missing out on. 34% of the people lack the expertise. And even in marketers, I couldn't imagine marketers who are supposed to be extremely at always at the edge of marketing technology. And there's a lot of marketing stuff that you can use with AI. I have been using AI in everything I do. I have been making ads with it, writing my emails with it, of course, not just churning out, but refining. I've been writing sales copy. Everything has been improved with the help of AI. So it's a shock that only, it's a disaster. It's a sad thing that only about 67% of marketers, you know, uh, that's not only like 67% of marketers say that they don't have the knowledge and they don't have the time. That's crazy, right? So I'm going to show you a typical experience that has happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to you. This is a Grok, by the way, which I think is one of the best AIs right now. I've used a bunch of them. Gemini is pretty good. ChatGPT is good. Grok is very good at talking about things that are happening right now. So here is the thing. Let's play this little video and see what happens when you use Grok. Check this out. Check out the length of this response. Like, who can read this? I asked Grok for something that is usable, and it gave me about 1,000 words. Who wants to sit down and read 1,000 words to get the information you want? This is what is keeping AI away from most of the people. People are not ready to spend that much time on AI, just looking at the screen, trying to find the information that they need. You see, our local business crowd is mostly people like salon owners, the people on the screen, salon owners, accountants, doctors, builders, home improvement firms, lawyers, architects, yoga instructors. All of these people are extremely good at their craft, at their business, but they're not somebody who wants to be stuck in chat talking to AI and trying to figure out, hey, how do I get this report or get this HR document or get, anything that I need to do for my business? How do I make it work? How do I chat to, what do I say to ChatGPT? How do I fix things? It's just insanely difficult for them. And these are extremely qualified people right here, right? So everyone in the local business community wishes that there was a better system than chat and long-winded responses. They don't want to see huge responses that they have to troll through, that they have to read all of and try to get the information they want. They hate that. And we need to fix that for everyone. So we need to make sure that we can give people a tool or give people a way to access AI without having to go through the chat interface. So AI is great. It can present any kind of solution to you that you want in your business, right? It can help you with operations, it can help you with marketing, it can help you with documentation, with your legal work. There's not a single thing that you do in your business or that anyone does in their business that AI cannot impact. But if you have to chat for it every single time, it's not exactly easy to do it for everything, and it's not easy for local businesses to do it. So that's why we need to give them a better way and build a profitable new revenue stream. Who here is ready and excited to build a new stream, new income stream from AI, something that everybody wants, but are not able to get? 75% are not able to get. And I can bet you 25% of the people who actually use AI even now would be happy to use a different and a better way to do AI, right? So David says he's excited. Who else is excited? Russ is here too. Hi, Russ. Welcome to the webinar again. Good to see you here. And he says, I hope we can help local businesses with Writix. Absolutely. I hope so too. Robert says excited. Yay, new income stream. Pretty much the same as me. Bryce is here with me. Hank, Sam, C, Rafal, Carl, Donaldson, David L. Everyone is excited to build a new revenue stream with AI, but it's done for you. You can use it for yourself, of course, and you can sell it. That's the point. So give me your attention, guys. We're gonna be talking about some really, really cool topics. We're gonna be talking about AI, and for the next hour or so, I'm looking forward to being here with you with all my attention, with all my concentration, trying to give you the best value. And I ask of you to be here with me. Don't watch TV, switch off that mobile. Yeah, this is technology, but today I want you to not be distracted. And if you have tea or coffee, geared up, well, take a sip and let's get started. So here's the thing. If you want to get anything done online on AI, you got to think of a prompt, and this is how it looks. This is exactly me. Of course, I'm brown, but this is exactly me while I'm sitting in front of the computer. I'm thinking, hey, what do I need to say? Who's experienced this, right? I think all of us, all of us. So why are routine everyday tasks so prompt heavy? That's the point. A lot of tasks that we do in our business are routine. They are every day. You don't have to start from scratch every single time, right? It's not a new kind of work every day. We're doing the same old tasks. That's me. I'm doing this pretty much the same task every day, and I just have to restart that journey with ChatGPT every single time that I want to get the results. And that's crazy, right? So it wastes a lot of time, a lot of time that you can just use in whatever you want to do is gone. Just staring at the screen or thinking of a prompt and just trying. And sometimes here's the thing. Sometimes the outcome that you need is definable through multiple prompts. Like there is always a journey of prompts that you need to do. Like you need to first get the basic result, then you got to refine it. So it takes 2 to 3 attempts to get to the result. And you just don't want to do that because AI should be point and click easy for these routine tasks, right? You shouldn't have to prompt once and then get the information and then refine it or put it in a table or organize it or put it in a JSON, whatever you want to do. You should be able to get to the result right away. Let's think about it, right? Why isn't it happening? And what do business users use AI for? We did talk about that right in the beginning, but look at this list. Content generation, right? Social media. Sam C says build custom GPTs and gems. Absolutely. Custom GPTs are great, right? So you shouldn't have to build a lot of custom GPTs, and there has to be a better way, which makes it easier for you and for anyone to build custom GPTs or custom information. And we are getting a little bit technical here. I know a lot of you guys might know more about custom GPTs, but let's just ask a very quick question. How many people have used custom GPTs in here? Give me a yes if you've ever used custom GPTs. And meanwhile, while we do that, let's take a list. Let's take a look at this list of what AI does for you. So Hanks has used it, Paul has used it, Sam has used it. Right now, it's a pretty divided house. I think 50% have used it. A lot of people have not responded. So because I didn't tell them to say no. So yeah, a lot of people haven't used this and some of them have. So well, this is much beyond that because it's just everything done for you. So businesses use AI for things like content generation, social media, to generate ideas, for search, of course. You can use AI for search, and you can use Google also. You can do analysis with AI. You can analyze your concept or whatever you've got. You can do documentation, right? Send out emails and letters, marketing, human resources, client communications. Absolutely. If you want to draft a SMS or draft an email, I do this through AI all the time. You can create emails, make your newsletters with AI, trend analysis, analyze what's going on. I use Grok for that a lot. If you haven't used Grok for that, well, do it, guys. Grok is great at trend analysis. There is a concept of domain names or branding, not just domain names. I use it for branding. I use it to figure out and brainstorm what should I call my next product. And here's a surprise. Well, it's not a surprise. Writix was the brand name Writix, I selected it by talking to AI, right? I figured out something, then I chatted with the AI and figured it out. So domain name support, advertising, coding, summarizing, legal issues, pretty much everything. And I think only search is one thing that cannot be automated or is not repetitive. Most of these tasks here, everything that you see in the light what is it, like cream color? Everything that you see in cream color is something that you do on repeat, right? Content generation, social media, ideas, analysis, emails, trends, brand name, support, advertising, summarizing. All of these tasks you're doing every day, and they're not unique. They're very much repeated every day. Only search is something that you go and start from scratch every day. So I'm not trying to solve that problem, but everything else can be automated. Nearly all of these tasks are routine, things that you do very often, things that you don't have to start from scratch with. So there has to be a better way than having to come to AI with a prompt every time. Why shouldn't you get it done with a single click, right? You should be able to click and get your results. AI for business should be like selecting from a menu card, right? You go to a place, you click on a button, you get the results. It takes a lot less time and you get the same results or even better results because you don't have to figure out the best prompt. Not everybody is cut out to be the best prompt designer. People in this room, they already have a lot of training, right? We represent the best of marketers. We represent the best of creators. We know a lot more about AI than the standard businessman, and for them, this is a hugely pressing problem. That's why I created Writix. Introducing Writix. This is a tool which will let you get your job done without prompting, and your competition will still be writing prompts, but you will already be done. That's the promise of Writix, and we will find out soon whether it matches that promise or matches that expectation or not. I'm going to show you a demo in a bit. David says that sounds very good, and David Thayer says cool. So absolutely, guys, I know this is great, and frankly speaking, it solves a problem in my business too, because now people like me, people like you, and your customers, your clients will be able to get to the results without having to go through a journey. So this is how Writix looks. This is an animated GIF that I put together. You can see it's got all these categories and there are tasks in there, and people can perform these tasks, or these are tools in there. People can use these tools to get the results, right? So who's excited to watch the demo? Give me a yes if you are ready to watch the demo for Writix and are excited to see exactly what it does, what are its features, and how it helps you solve the problems. Robert says, yes, GP. David says, show the demo. And Carl says, yes. David Thayer says, GP, actually. Bryce says, let's go. David, again, yes. Dale. Swati says, ready for the demo. Rafal says, ready. Awesome. So let's take a look now. Let's play the demo and see how Writix works. So here we go. Hey there everyone, this is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in the business, and today I'm going to show you Writix, just making sure that everybody can hear me, app that simplifies AI for local businesses. Awesome. Well, a few days ago, I saw a stat that really shocked me. Even today, only about 25% of small businesses have adopted AI, and the bulk of them, that 75% of them, have not adopted AI in their business. Well, that needs to change, and Writix is the right tool to change that, because Writix gives you AI, but it's done for you. You see, Writix is the ultimate AI software that makes AI absolutely easy to use. You can just come in, choose what you want to do, and just walk away with the result. This is how simple AI has to be. Well, Writix has nearly 300 workloads right over here for every single business process that you can think of. Things like abandoned cart email, writing an about us page, creating ad copy, ad hooks, ad targeting, adding emojis to text, advanced blog post, AI art. Literally hundreds of workflows are neatly categorized into categories. For example, if somebody wants to work with email, there is the email category, personal tools, advertising tools, book writing, support tools, marketing, SEO, business tools, website content preparation tools, image prompting, coding, sales and marketing, filmmaking, idea generation, repurposing of content, nearly anything that you can think of that you want to work with in your business, whether it's e-commerce or YouTube or copywriting or education or HR, Writix has a tool for it, and it's extremely easy to use. Let me show you. You can either browse the categories for the workloads and go into a category to find more workloads in it, choose the workload that you want, or you can just expand this workload list and search for the workload that you want to work with. For example, let's say you wanted to make an elevator pitch for your business. Writix will ask you a few simple questions and you just need to fill those in and get the answer. Alright, I filled some information in about a fictional product that I call Bingo Bobs. It's just a game, it's a card game, and it's like bingo, but instead of bingo, people yell Bob when they actually find a series. And you can also choose what AI you want to use. So Writix has all the best AIs, all the latest AIs like GPT 4.1, GPT 4.0, Grok 3, DeepSeek, which is a deep thinking model, Cloud Haiku, Cloud Sonnet, Meta Llama, all of these models are here. And by the way, whenever new AIs come in, Writix will always have the best AIs coming to it first, so that you can be sure that you're using the best and the latest AIs whenever you use Writix. That's not all. You can even get the same answer from multiple AIs and choose which one is the best. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Click on generate and Writix will get you the results. Check this out. This is the elevator pitch generated by GPT 4.1. You can copy it, you can use it whatever you want. Use this button to copy or use this button to download it to your computer. And this is the elevator pitch generated by Grok 3. So you can choose, you can compare and choose the one that you like the best. And if you want to regenerate, let's say you want to have another go at it, you can just click on the regenerate button and Writix will regenerate it again. Let's pick another one this time. What about a Quora answer? Quora is a great place if you want to interact with people and you want to promote your brand. You can promote your brand and product organically within answers. So again, you got to fill in a few fields. So I've put in the name of the product that I want to promote and the niche. Of course, I will put some more information about the product. This time it's dustbin, which has an organic sensor. So if you put non-organic material in the dustbin, it will tell you so. And the Quora question that I wanted to target was, how can I make sure I don't dispose plastic waste in my organic bin? Of course, you can answer any Quora question that you want, put in the details that you want. You can also put in your website address if you want to. And whenever you're ready, again, choose the AI, choose the language if you want to answer this question, or any content, make any content or process anything in multiple languages or other languages than English. You can do so easily. Once you're ready, click on generate and you will get the result. Check this out. This is a perfectly written Quora answer, written in the tone of a Quora answer, even with a conclusion. You can use it right inside Quora right now and promote your product, right? The product is included organically so that it's non-spammy. That's what it does. Once you're ready, you can either copy, download it, or you can regenerate if you want a new answer. Similarly, there are literally hundreds of workflows out there, like replies for Instagram, replies for Twitter, LinkedIn, research topic finder, resume builder, resume writer, review generator. If you want to create a review for a product, even your own product, review article, sales email, scientific report, Instagram reel scripts, live streaming scripts. Everything that you want to do in your business and marketing is covered in Writix, right? You just need to find the workflow and click on it, put in the details and get the outcome. No prompt engineering required, right? That's number one. But that's not all. In Writix, there is a lot more. There are also packages. Let's check out what we get for YouTube branding. You can create YouTube content. You can create shorts and reels, titles and thumbnails, by just clicking a button. The packages section automatically figures out what to put in the field, and all you need to do is hit generate. Yes, you don't even need to fill in the box and you just get the perfect results in one click. And that's not all. You can even create your own custom workloads. Well, it's very simple. There are processes that you need to do very often, and it's very hard to go to AI every single time and type out a long prompt. Why not create a Writix workload and get it done in one instant? For example, I created earlier a workload to get birthday wishes for my contacts on LinkedIn. Let's try creating another workload, this time to welcome people to my Facebook group. So I have given it a workload title, welcome people to FB group, and I have added 3 fields: the name of the person, the style in which I want to welcome the person because I want to change it with every message, and the FB group name so I can use it for multiple Facebook groups. And I can type out the prompt right over here, like create a text message welcoming name in a way. For example, style can be funny, comic or serious, whatever you want. my group name is an FP group name. For example, I have drafted a prompt. Anytime I want to welcome a person now, I can just use the prompt inside of Writix. It will be added to the sidebar. Here we go. Welcome people to FP group. Click on it now. And now you can provide the information like name Cyril, style happy, FP group name Technic Force, winners group, and I'm going to use this time GPT 4.1 in English. Yes, of course. Click on generate. And you can see there is a custom message now for Cyril, and you can paste it inside of your Facebook group and welcome the person. And every time you regenerate, it's going to be a new message, right? So you can be sure that you are making your group unique. You're making your content unique. It will never be boring. That's what AI can do for you. And that's what custom workloads can help you with. But that's not all. Writix is truly an amazing software to help people with AI. And one of the best features that we built in here is called the interactive task assistant. And all you need to do with this tool is to tell AI what you need. For example, let's draft a letter congratulating an employee on achieving the sales target. Let's use GPT-4o Mini this time. And let's draft that letter in English, of course. Click on Let's Go. And the AI will figure out the questions that it needs to ask you to get the answer. So I'll just put in the details very quickly. So you can see the questions are perfectly spot on. Questions like what specific sales target did they achieve? When was the sales target achieved? Is there a particular project or client? Would you like to include any personal anecdotes? What's the tone of the letter? Is there a reward or recognition? And then you can choose the model. I will probably use this time GPT 4.1. That's fine. Once you're ready, click on generate. And there you have it, a perfectly drafted letter for this specific purpose. It has all the details that you specified and you can use it right away. Now think about the kind of solution it provides to our customers who can't figure out AI. Well, they don't need to. All they need to tell Writix is what they need, and Writix will figure everything out. Of course, we are going to continue development on Writix and make it an even more amazing tool. So if there's anything that you need us to create in Writix, just use the request tool feature and tell us about the tool that you want us to create in the workload section, and we will create it and include it in the workload section. So this was Writix. I hope you're excited about it just as much as I was excited to create it with my team. And I'm looking forward to see you inside if you get it. This is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in the business, signing off. So was that cool or what? Imagine local businesses having this software and not having to prompt at all. If you like this software, if you're excited about Writix, give me a yes and I will go on from here and tell you more about it. Paul says yes. Sam says yes in all caps. Great to see that, Sam. Hank is excited. Hank and David is excited. And a bunch of you guys are totally excited and pumped about Writix. Peaches says yes. Carl says, just what I have been looking for. Ray says yes with exclamations. Jen is excited. Yes. Ken, yes. Awate, did I get your name right? Love it, right? So this is a cool app. Right, so think about it. Think about how it's designed. The first thing, we have ready-made workflows for nearly everything you want to do in your business. When I made this demo, the number was 286. Now it's above 300. My team is adding workflows like it's going out of fashion. New workloads are being added all the time, and I'm sure when people tell us more about it, about what they need using the request tool, we are just going to add the workflow and it's going to be available to everyone. So this tool, just like all my other tools, you know how strongly I support them with development. I make sure that new features come in all the time. All the tools become better and better. This tool is going to be mind-blowingly crazy good in the time that comes in, because we'll get to hear from people what they need and we will build exactly that. The second thing, I think this is a game changer, is the interactive task assistant. This tool can actually change the world when it comes to people's experience with AI. Now they don't need to start with a prompt. All they need to come to AI with is, hey, give me this. And Writix will figure out what needs to be about what is required for that particular outcome, and it's going to ask you, hey, can you please give me this information? You give it that information and you get the perfect outcome. This is what people are used to be doing on the computer, right? They used to be filling little forms and getting the information, getting the results. It's not the chat interface any longer. Plus, you get access to all the top AIs. We have GPT 4.1. Think about it. This is the
Hey there,
latest AI.
everyone. This is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in
Okay,
the
so it
business.
played again.
And
Let
today
me
I'm going to
pause it. Awesome. So this is the latest AI that was in the market, and it's already in Writix. So just let me recap through the features of Writix once more so that you understand the potential of this product. 300 workflows. That is a growing number. Ray Roth, we checked out with some businesses. We asked them questions, and honestly, a lot of their workflows that they all lot of the things they wanted to do was already in Writix. A pretty I couldn't find a lot of people who could suggest me new workflows. So we are researching. 300 plus is what it's at right now. It's going to keep growing. Remember, this is a business use case product, right? If you went out of the business use case, there might be more requirements. You could grow it a lot more. But I can tell you, ready-made workloads, 300 workloads is quite enough when it comes to businesses. Shane says, what's a workload? Shane, so you get a task. So if you remember the demo, I'm going to show you very quickly. We don't want to miss anything. You see these tasks that you do, that's what we call a workload or a workflow, like things that you can do in your business, right? So if you, for example, if you want to do an industry trend analysis, or you want to generate business ideas, or create topical maps, or get service description, or make whiteboard visuals, or develop a sales process, or make an elevator pitch, lots of different things, right? You could be doing SEO. So Writix has categorized options, categorized areas, right? And you have tasks in those categories. So on the left side, you could actually search. You could do things like write blog posts, make AI art. Pretty much everything in your business that you need is in these workflows. So that's why it just makes it easy for people who are not used to prompting or who don't want to prompt to get their work done faster. So 300 workflows is what we have today, and we also have multitask workflows, what we call packages, right? So you don't have to worry about entering the information again and again. Once you enter the information, it's saved, and then you can get any other related task done with just one click. You don't even have to fill a form. For example, if you put in your YouTube details, then you can make your titles in one go. You can write your descriptions in one go. You can get ideas in one go. You can optimize your YouTube content in one go, right? You don't have to put that information in again. That's what multitask workflows can do, right? So David is asking, does Writix make AI art? So David, Writix is a text only product, so it does not make AI art, but it gives you the perfect prompt, whether you want to write a video script, whether you want to create a podcast, whether you want to make AI art or a video. It does everything else for you. You can, of course, just copy and paste into whatever tool you're using, and you will get the results, right? So Werner is asking me, what about the workflow for book creation? We actually have it in Writix per Werner. You can actually create a book using Writix. You can use the book creation workflow to write a book. So we have that in here. Awesome. I'll be taking uh, I'll be showing you more stuff. Interactive Taskmaster, I already told you about it, and it's a crazy tool. You type in the outcome and you get to the journey without having to go through a prompts list or without having to type a prompt, because AI or Writix will tell you exactly what it needs to give you the perfect result, and you can just type that in and you will get the perfect result. Chris says, how do credits work? So Chris, this software uses credits to generate the AI, of course. And as usual, if you've used any of my software before, the credits are very, very generous. When you get Writix from me today, you're going to get 50,000 credits. And I can tell you, from the people who have bought AI Collective or any of my other software that I had produced earlier for AI, they do not run out of credits. 50,000 is a huge number, because for any task you use about two credits, right? So for 50,000 credits, you can use it 25,000 times. And yes, of course, Jaime, it is multilingual. It supports all the languages that AI supports, which I think is pretty much all the spoken languages in the world. So this is what the toolset does. And now we're going to talk about the best part of it. time to make money. Who's excited to make money? Give me another yes, and we will go on and reveal how you can make money from Writix. Paul says yes, he's excited. Robert is excited. And David says dollar signs, big dollar signs. Yes, Hank is excited. And David Gruder, money printer. Awesome, awesome. So Jen says, let's go. So let's go and figure out how you can make money with Writix. So of course, the first thing and the easiest thing is to build services with Writix. So if you want to use it for your own business and to provide services to other businesses, you could use Writix to make it a part of your own business workflows. All the things that you do online with AI, you can then, easily do them through Writix and then help other people with it. So you can do things like book writing, like social media marketing, SEO. All of these things are already present in Writix with the ready-made workflow. You can use those. And if it's not in Writix, don't forget about the interactive task assistant, right? That tool is crazy. No matter what you want to do, you don't even have to come to us to design a workflow or have to make your own workflow. Of course, you can make your own workflow, but you don't have to even do that. All you need to do is go to the interactive task assistant, tell it what you want to achieve, and it will ask you for the correct information and do it for you. Now, of course, if you're going to build a service, the create workflow module or the create workflow system is going to be a top thing for you, because what you can do is you can create workflows that are specific to your clients. Let's say one of your clients wants to have some sort of analysis for the market that he is in. Maybe he's a lawyer, he wants to get legal analysis or something like that. You can easily code his custom workflow. It's like a custom GPT. I know we were talking about that a little bit earlier. So the create your own workflows like a custom GPT without the complexity, right? You don't have to do anything. So it makes it insanely easy to create custom workflows. You can even sell them to the client. You can sell the workflows to the clients too. Next, okay, I think hold on. Yep. So check this out. This is something that I put together that shows you how to recruit clients. So if you're looking for clients, here is the simplest trick to find clients in any market, and this is using Facebook. I want to ask you, how many of you are actually using Facebook already to find clients? If any of you are doing that, give me a yes, and I will then reveal it. For the rest of the guys, of course, I will reveal it. So Chris is using it, Hank is using, Bryce is using. Perfect. So a lot of us are already using this, but this is how you do things on Facebook. All you need to do is put in your requirement. What do you specialize in? For example, if you're a YouTube SEO expert, you got to put in a keyword like need YouTube SEO expert, and then you can look for recent posts on Facebook, right? So just turn on recent posts, and you can even turn on location. So if you want to, let's say, target the local market, if you got a service that is not purely online, that is also physical, you can target the local market, put in the keyword related to whatever you're doing, along with required keywords like required, need, wanted, I need, things like that. And you will easily discover, these posts like these. Check this out. These are all the people who want YouTube SEO, for example, right? So you need a content writer. Again, you can find a lot of people who need a content writer, and all you need to do is just contact them. You can go straight to the DMs, put a comment on their social post, and you can land up new clients easily, right? This is one of the easiest ways to land new clients, because this is catering to the demand. You're not coming to people with, hey, this is what I can do, are you interested? You're going to people who actually want something, and you can just tell them, yes, I do that, and this is my portfolio. So this is an easy trick that you can use on Facebook to get more clients, and of course make more money online. So the second option is to sell Writix and keep the cash. This is where the reseller programs comes in, guys. You can actually sell Writix accounts, and you can keep all the money. You can just get paid whatever way you want, get paid through PayPal, or get paid through crypto or bank transfer, or use whatever payment you want. Even get paid in goodwill is totally up to you. You can sell Writix account, get paid the way you want, and keep it all. You don't have to share with us a single cent. That's what you can do with Writix. Also, I'm going to show you the cost of the money that you can save with Writix. For example, ChatGPT, or I think that's pretty much the standard cost around every GPT provider, every AI provider. ChatGPT costs $20 per month, and if you go for the pro version, which is extremely good, of course, but more complicated, they charge you $200 a month. And every single AI provider charges the same. Grok is, I think, at the similar level, and Gemini Pro, I think, is at a similar level. Cloud is at the similar level, but you don't have to pay for any of these because Writix not just gives you that fancy, cool, amazing interface and the way to use AI and interactive task assistant, your own workflows, everything else. It also gives you all these AIs, the best versions of all these AIs in one place, right? You get the thinking AIs like DeepSeek, you get O3, you get ChatGPT 4.1, you get Claude, and Grok. You got Grok 3 in there, and they're also gonna include Gemini very soon. So you will also have Gemini in there. So that is, crazy good value when you think about it. You don't have to pay for any of these, right? It is superior than chat, but you don't have to pay that much, and you can charge people that much, right? So when you go to people, hey, ChatGPT charges you $20, but this is how you use it. Now come to Writix, see how you use it, and you can pay me $20 and I will let you have Writix. Plus, you will get not just ChatGPT, you will also get Grok, which is $30 a month. You'll get Gemini, which is $20 a month, right? Think about it. Chris is already thought about it. He says, why have I spent so much money on other shit? This is awesome, right? Sorry for my language. I read you out, Chris. Anyways, so think about how much you will charge. I think you can easily charge up $20 a month pretty easy because that's the bare minimum that people are charging, or 19.99 if you want to match Gemini. So let's find out how much it's gonna cost you to acquire Writix today and to be able to sell it. So are you ready for the special deal? Are you ready to find out how much it is going to cost you and what you're gonna get in the Writix suite today? Drop me a yes if you're excited and you're ready and you want to find out what is Writix gonna be for you. Hank says yes, show me the money, and David says yes. Don says yes. Peaches, yes, yes. Steve M, yes, yes. Awesome. So guys, I'm excited too. Sam C also says yes. Shane give me a lot of dollar signs. Don says go. So awesome. Let's find out what is in the Writix suite and what you get today. And guys, drop me your questions. If I don't take your questions immediately, I will be answering every single questions that I can. At the end of the webinar, we will be here as long as you want us to be here. That's a promise. Awesome. So today you will get in this deal Writix Elite, which is the entry version of Writix. It's worth $67 a year. If you used any of my software or you have gone to any of my software in the recent past, that's pretty much the standard pricing I use. It's $67 a year for the entry, and more, all of my software are actually recurring, right? So only during the launches or special sales, which are quite rare, I have one-time pricing on any of my product. Today, I have one-time pricing, but I cannot promise you whether it'll come back soon or at all. So when this launch sale closes, it's gonna go to all recurring. So I know some of you might actually be paying recurring for my product already because you didn't get in at the best time, which is the launch time. So the best thing about it is you get the value of Writix Elite, which gives you 25,000 credits. It's meant for self-use, right? If you want to use it for yourself, you don't want to serve other people, you don't want to help other people, then you can use Writix Elite. It has 1 year of free upgrades and 3 AIs worth $67 a year. It's still a lot more affordable than $20 a month that you get to pay only for one AI and no workflows, no workloads, no interactive chat assistant, no packages, nothing at all, right? Just prompting. Then you have Writix Pro, which is the pro upgrade to Writix. You get 50,000 credits, you get commercial use license, which allows you now to go and help other people, get paid from other people, and provide Writix as a service, right? So I talked about that a little bit earlier, how you can build up a service with Writix. You can even craft your own workloads, your own custom workflows, which are crafted for individual customers and help them, and then charge a fee for them. You can charge an access fee that is worth $97 a year. So if you were not buying today, You would be having to pay for it $97 per year. It has all the AI. So if we include 5 AIs today, you will have them. Tomorrow, when we include Gemini, you will have that too. And then if some new AI comes in, the seventh or the eighth or the ninth AI, and you know they're gonna come, right? Because AI world is evolving so fast, things are getting developed so fast, incredible new things are coming up, and we will be working to make sure that every one of these AIs come to you and you are able to make the best use of the full potential of AIs in the workloads. We'll be crafting new workloads. Those will be available to you. And the custom workflow creator will also be available to you in the Writix Pro. Awesome. Then we have Writix reseller. So this is the level that allows you to sell Writix to other people. And this level gives you 70 Writix licenses to sell. So imagine this, you can sell Writix Elite license or Writix Pro license from the reseller version. That means you have the power, right after the launch, I'm going to take the price of Writix to $67 for the front end and $97 for the upgrade. That's $164 per year to access Writix, right? It's not going to be any cheaper than that. So you can easily sell the reseller version for a lot more than that. And I'll tell you exactly how. You see, people are attracted to one time pricing. I know all of you guys here are here for the one time price. You don't want to pay the recurring, but that is the trigger for all your customers too. When the launch ends and I take up the price to $164 a year, you know what these customers are going to want? They're going to want a way to get the same software without having to pay a recurring for it. And that's where you come in. You can go into all those lifetime deal groups which are on Facebook, or you could mail them if you got a list, or you could post on social media. You could reach out to your network or even run ads. I know a lot of people have actually successfully done that and sell Writix for $200, $250, even $300 a pop if you want to, for a one-time price. And people will happily pay that premium because they're going to get the one-time deal with all the bells and whistles and the special features of a one-time deal without having to pay for that full price. So that's an amazing offer that you can give to people. Plus, plus, you can also sell them a recurring thing. So if you want to sell a recurring, very easy. I'm selling it for $67 a year, and about if you people buy monthly, it's going to be $17 a month. And for the pro upgrade, I'm going to add up another $97. It's $164. Imagine telling people, "Hey, Cyril is selling you this product for 164, but guess what? Today from me, you can get it for $120." Anybody will take it, right? It's a fat discount. People are excited about it, and anybody will choose to take the discount and walk away richer. $50, and you get $120 per license that you sell, right? So that's a crazy way to make money. Recurring or one time, whatever model you select, you can sell Writix and make money from it. Awesome. Let's go to the next slide. Then you also get today on this special deal, you also get Bloggy. Now, Bloggy is a very powerful blog automation software, and you can write your blogs with it. And guys, by the way, I have a video that will tell you about Bloggy, and if you want to watch it, I will show you the video at the end of the webinar and just show you what it can do. But it's the most powerful automated blog software. You can connect it to your WordPress blog, you can tell it the topic, and it will automatically write high quality blogs. It will automatically create the images for it, and it will post it to your blogs. My customers have used Bloggy to write over 15,000 blog articles on hundreds of different blogs, and they are not stopping. Every day, this software is publishing about 400 articles online for people, and people are pushing out really successful, crazy growing blogs, SEO blogs, using this tool. No matter what niche you're in technology or gardening or home construction or finance or insurance or credit cards or mobile phones, any niche that you're in, this can find out what's going on. You can even follow other websites. For example, a couple of my customers are using this to follow sites like Tech and Gadget and Tech Zone, and just grabbing the latest articles from them, rewriting them automatically and publishing them to the website. So this is a crazy tool. and I'm selling it right now for $164 per year. You can connect it to your WordPress. Yes, it works only with WordPress blogs, and it is not a WordPress plugin. It connects to your WordPress blog. It's a platform of its own. You don't need to install it as a plugin. It just works in its own website, and you can just connect it to your plugin, to your WordPress, and it just posts the article. So that is now included in the deal. You don't have to pay extra for the deal today. You also have Engagey Pro. Engagey is my social media AI. It's the best way to engage on social media. Now, this is something that I use a lot on LinkedIn and on Facebook, on X2, which is this is the marketing technique called outreach marketing. I don't know if you've used it before. If you've used outreach marketing before, drop me a yes. But basically, what it means is you go out and talk to people who can be your best prospects. You build up a relationship with them by engaging with them, by replying to their posts, by telling them, hey, this is great, what you're saying is valid or invalid, whatever you want to say, and just then talking about your perspective, your ideas. And what happens is people see you, people notice you, and then they respond to you. You become their friend, and finally you can easily just promote, hey, this is my offer, this is my deal, would you be interested, book up a meeting, and then of course you can take it from there. Bryce says, I use Engagey. This is great. Sam says, yep, it's a great tool. So we have a couple of users of Engagey. Wow, Sam C has got Engagey. Bryce has Engagey. So yeah, Engagey is a great tool. Bloggy is a great tool. Well, that's what I specialize in. I only make great tools, and I don't quit till I make them great, right? That's the passion. So anyway, let's go on from here. So Writix all-inclusive deals today has Writix Elite, which is $67 a year. Then it has Writix Pro, which is $97 a year. Then it has Writix Reseller, which is $197 a year. That's what I've been selling Writix Reseller at. Any reseller at, in fact. You get Bloggy Pro, which is $164. And then you also have Engagey Pro, which is $164. Again, all of these tools put together, if you would buy them individually, not on this call today, you would have to pay $689 per year. Yes, it's a recurring cost, $689. But what do you think I will charge for it today, guys? I want you to tell me in the chat box, what do you think is going to be the great price, the best price that you can imagine for this entire tool set? Remember, it's a one-time price. You won't have to go for recurring. Let me see what you can guess. So Steve says 247. Well, that's a pretty good guess, Steve. Robert says $1. Of course, Robert, you wish, right? Eddie says $267. Sam C thinks he knows. Perfect. David Gruder says 220 lifetime. David Thayer says 197. Tom says 197. Well, guys, here's what. David Thayer and Tom Midclay, you got it right. So I'm going to shock you. I'm just going to go even lower than that. Today, you can get all of these deals together in $187 only, right? You can get Writix Elite, Writix Pro, Writix Reseller, Bloggy Pro, and Engagey Pro for $187. And I will tell you in a moment where to get that deal. But one more thing, guys, if you've got Engagey, if you got Bloggy, don't worry about it. Just tell my support. I will replace that with with any of my other amazing tools, right? So you can get any of my tools if you already own Bloggy or Engagey. So don't worry about it. I'm not gonna make you, pay again. You can get the maximum value every single time. So all those guys who don't have Bloggy or Engagey, you get this great deal with Bloggy and Engagey only for $187. You get Writix Elite, you get Writix Pro, you get Writix Reseller, which gives you 70 licenses to sell, and you can easily charge $120. I'm talking about the bare minimum, $120 one time per license. So multiply that by 70. It's over $8,000. So think about the multiplier of this entire deal. If you sell just one copy and just find one customer, or even if you don't find a customer, even if you use it for yourself, you're going to get your investment back. On the second copy that you sell, you're going to make $50 profit. And the third copy, you're going to make a whole $120 profit. And you would still have 67 copies left to sell. One more thing I want to remind you guys, the licenses are for life. Reseller licenses that you get from me are valid for lifetime. I will not take them away a month later or 2 months later or 6 months later or a year later. And I'm going to tell you this, Writix is something that is going to be in the market, selling, being improved through the years, not just for a month. It's going to be there 2 years later. It's going to be there 5 years later. Well, I know some of you guys might be using one of my oldest products that I created. It's called TubeRank Jeet. I made it 12 years earlier, right? 12 years from now, it was 2013, and it's still being maintained today. So I released a new version of TubeRank G just about 5 months ago with lots of AI, lots of bells and whistles, and all those people who bought the reseller licenses then, could you imagine how much money they are making, right? So that's the kind of craziness. So if you buy a product from Technic Force from me, you know that you'll be able to make money not just today, not just next week, not just next year. Those licenses are valid, they're gold, and you can sell them anytime you want. Awesome. So I'm going to tell you more about the upgrades to Jill in a moment. So today your savings are $502, not every year, but one time. So all you need to pay is the 187 right upfront. You save $502 and you get 70 licenses to sell. Now I do have some boosters, some upgrades, the two upgrades that you can get. There is the first upgrade is unlimited usage for 1 year. So guys, if you don't want to uh, use any of your credits, you don't want to spend credits, don't worry about it. You can buy the $37 upgrade and get unlimited credit for 1 year. So your credits will only be used after 1 year. Till 1 year they will not be used at all. Or and you can also get extra licenses to sell. So 140 extra licenses to sell for $97. That's less than, I think it's about 67 or 62 cents per license, right? So you can get a multiplier of, by spending less than $1 per license, you can get easily up to 120 or even $250 for this product. You can sell a recurring for $120 per year, or you can sell the product for a one-time price easily for $250. Remember, I'm going to sell it at $164 per year. That's the recurring price. So that's a huge multiplier. If you are able to sell licenses, I totally recommend that you get this upgrade too. Now, where to buy it? Well, this is where you need to go, guys. You can see the URL and just go to this URL, take a look at the purchase form. You will see something like this. You will see Writix a all inclusive 1 year unlimited upgrade 37. You want to check that, and 140 extra license to sell. You want to check that too. Guys, go to this link. I think the Swati has already put the link in the chat. Go to this link, make this purchase, and let me know so that I can give you a shout out. Let me know if you're in, and I will mention name and we'll talk more about the product too. So yeah, meanwhile, I will be taking questions. Gil says, how much for the pro version? Well, Gil, the pro version usually costs about $97 per year. That's what it will cost after the launch is over and after the special sale is done. But today you get it as a part of the package, right? So you get it as a part of the all-inclusive deal. You don't have to pay $97 per year for Pro. And remember, the Pro version is available only to people who pay $67 per year for the Elite first. So you don't have to pay $164 actually for the Pro version. You can get the entire deal with the reseller for $187, right? So give me a shout out, tell me that you've got it, and I will give you a shout out too on the chat. We got another question. Can we buy the FE or Pro separately? Peaches, you can buy the FE first, and then if you want to upgrade to the Pro, you can go to the Pro. But that deal is not going to be available on this webinar. This webinar has the special deal of $187, right? So you get everything in that price. I'm going to show you exactly how the form works in case you need help with that. Guys, if any of you came in later and you want me to redo some of the segments, give me a yes, and I'll be happy to redo them. I'll be happy to show it to you. So if there's anyone who came in quite a bit later and wants me to show some of the content again, let me know. And Steve M is in, amazing, with the 140 extra license. Great choice, Steve, because those 140 licenses are gonna be worth a lot. If you add it all together, you're going to get 210 licenses, 210 licenses to sell. That is easily a total, revenue of around $20,000, actually more than $20,000, 20,000. And, even if you sell it for $100, it's $21,000. Even if you sell it for just $100 one time. So you can easily get a huge multiplier for the investment you make. And remember, this software is going to be maintained. If you've used all my other products, Steve. You have bought a bunch of these, and I know you've done that too. Hank is also in. David Gruder is in. Leo is in. Leo, Writix is a new software. There is no way you've got Writix before. I launched it only today. Today is the first day you can buy Writix, right? So I will be I'll just make sure that I got it today. David says, how many credits are included with the reseller account? So David, your customers get 5,000 credits if you give them the pro version. And if you want to give them more credits, yes, you can. There is a system now we are creating it, which will allow you to send credits to any person you want. So, right, you can actually sell them credits to. People were asking me for this. People want to sell credits to other customers, to their customers. And I have already talked to my team about it to create a system where people can buy credits and send to people so you can get paid for the credits too. David is all in for 100 and $321. Awesome. Eddie is also in with the 140 extra licenses. And Eddie, you already have Bloggy bundle. That's great. Well, just tell me what you want in replacement for Bloggy, and I'll be happy to give you that tool. You know, I have a lot of tools that I already have. I also have a lot of amazing tools coming up. So if you want, you can opt for Technic Force reward points, an equivalent number, and when one of my other tool comes in, you can get that as a replacement too. So yeah, there are lots of many things, you know, there's so many ways to get paid if you're working with me, and I always make sure that you get the maximum value. So guys, remember, if you want to get the best version, you got to check box fix because it gives you 1 year of free upgrade, right? 1 year of free unlimited usage. So you can just go crazy, use it all you want and not have to pay for it at all. Your credits will start deducting only after the year is over, right? So it's an extreme value only for $37, right? Then you also have 140 extra licenses to sell. So you can sell these licenses, you can charge people for Writix, and you can get paid. Paul says, meaning, do the 140 licenses include unlimited credit? Paul, no, these credits are only for your account. Unlimited credits are only for your account. You can use them. But remember what I told you right at the beginning of the webinar, the cost of Writix usage is about usually about 2 credits per question, right? So imagine 25,000 questions or 25,000 times you can use Writix without having to go to the next level. So, you know, if you get this 50,000 credits, you can very happily give it to your customers and you wouldn't be upset about it. So if you get the extra credit deal, that's great, right? But the point is your customers are not going to run out very soon and credits are affordable. We sell them at $1 for 1,000, right? We are not setting up a scheme where we want you to not use the software. We want you to use the software. We want to make sure that it's affordable. That's what we've done in every single software that we've created. So you can buy credits for $1 for every 1,000, right? So yep, that's great. Paul says you get the monies for upgrades to the 140 licenses. No, Paul, you can give them the pro version. You know, they will not be having anything to upgrade to. One more thing I want to tell you guys, and this is very important. Right after the launch, right after the sale is over, I will stop selling reseller. So if you want more licenses in the future, you will not be able to get it. You will not be able to get the special version which lets you sell the licenses. You will only be able to get the versions that you can use, right? So this is the only time you will get the option to buy the special version of Writix that you can sell. So guys, make sure you get it now because this is the only time you will be able to get the reseller license. After this is over, even your customers cannot upgrade to reseller. You can give them the elite or pro version as you want, but you cannot give them the option to upgrade to reseller. I won't be making any money off them by selling a better version of Writix because you will be already giving them the better version. Don says credit card payment from Canada won't process. Well, that's very weird, Don, because this is using PayPal. So I don't know if you should be able to get in. Let me check if I can set this up in a moment because I see that it says only PayPal, but it should check out with credit card. Have you tried to use PayPal for the credit card payment too? It might work. So check out for the credit card. I think this one uses Stripe and this PayPal button uses PayPal. Paul, here's a follow-up question from Paul. So to be clear, if we get the 140 licenses, they include unlimited credit, which is pro version. Well, Paul, no, your customers will not get unlimited credit. The unlimited credit is only for you, and your customers will get 5,000 credits. If you want to give them more credits, you'll be able to. If they want to purchase more credits, they will be able to do that too. Don says, I have dropped my PayPal. Well, Don, uh, maybe you should try again after some time, or you can contact my support and we will help you purchase this product. We will find a way for you to pay properly and resolve this issue. But it's a very surprising thing that you're having a problem with Canadian PayPal. By the way, guys, I'm going to do a little bit of the segments from the beginning. So if you want me to just go through the webinar's beginning a little bit, drop me a yes in the chat and I will go and show you a little bit of what some of you might have missed if you dropped in a little bit later. Awesome. So remember the chat, the buy button is the buy link is there in the chat. So Swati, if you can drop it again. Paul says yes. Addison says yes. So I'm going to go straight to the first slide and start from there. So I'll just drop the chat link one more time just to make sure. Yep, awesome. Thank you, Swati. So this is the link you can go to buy. But remember, the problem that we are trying to solve is why AI is so complicated to use. AI should be done for you. So people who are small businesses, they're not technical people. They're not engineers. They're not, very, very good at technology. And they still can't conduct business without AI. So everybody knows, I'm sure everybody in the room would agree that to get success online, to get success in any business for that matter, you need to be somebody who uses AI in a very nice manner. You need to be somebody who is able to make the best use of AI. So you gotta have AI, but the problem is most people don't use AI the way they should. In fact, this is a quiz that I did earlier, and I'm happy to hear the answers from the guys who missed that quiz. What percentage of small businesses worldwide use AI? Is it 48% A? Is it B 72%? Or is it C 25%? Let me know what in your assessment, what percentage of small businesses use AI? Awesome. So I'm waiting for the answers while we get it. Brad is asking, how long is this sale for? Well, Brad, this sale is going to be here only for today. I'm going to, in fact, close it just about and half an hour or 30 or 15 minutes later. So if you want the 187 deal, this is the time to get now. Tomorrow it will be as tomorrow we'll also have another webinar, but it'll be slightly more expensive. So well, this is the best time to buy this product because then you get the best deal on it, the best price on it. Madison is in. I made the purchase. Thanks, Madison. Thank you for buying the main offer or any of the upgrades that you bought. That's great. So again, we got a lot of answers from people. Chris says C, Paul says C, Addison says C. That's absolutely right. It's a surprise, but only about 25% of the people worldwide use AI when they are small businesses. Why? Because it's too hard. Small businesses don't even have any plans because it's too hard. They lack the expertise. And even the marketers, even 67% of the marketers say that they don't have the knowledge or time. Why? Because this is the experience they get from AI. Let me play this video for you very quickly. See this. This is what happens when I use Grok anytime. You get this huge amount of text, right? Take a look. It just keeps scrolling. So much text. Who's going to be able to make sense of it? Right? So it's crazy. It's for this particular query that I made, I got 1,000 words. I cannot process 1,000 words that easily. And small businesses also cannot process 1,000 words, right? So it's not easy. People like these salon owners, accountant, doctors, builders, home improvement people, they cannot do this. Peaches says it would be nice also to buy the other options today. Peaches, you can do that tomorrow. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. ET Eastern Time, the launch goes live and you will be able to buy the front end, right? You'll be able to buy the front end for $37. Sorry, not for 37, for $24. I think we'll go live at that special deal. And you will be able to get the lifetime pricing tomorrow too. So yes, you can buy tomorrow at 11 for the rest of the stuff. So local businesses actually want a better system than chat and long-winded responses. So that's why we're going to be giving it to them. And with that, we'll build a profitable new revenue stream with Writix because it's AI, but it's done for you and you can use it for your own business or sell it. So if you want to get anything done on AI, this is how it looks. You got to look at the screen a little bit and then you need to create a prompt. And this is exactly how I feel many times. I have to really, think about what I'm going to say to AI and figure it out. And It's a surprise that even routine everyday tasks are so prompt heavy because people need to use prompts even if they're doing a task that they have done 100 times before, right? It's the same task every day, but you got to use a prompt. It's crazy, right? You don't want to wasting you don't want to be wasting so much time. That's why AI should be point and click easy, because here is what business users use AI for. Things like content generation, social media, idea generation, all of these tasks that are repeat, right? They are just going to be the same thing over and over. So why should they have to pay for, why should they have to start from scratch every single time? All of the tasks are routine repeat, so that's why we don't need to come up with a prompt every time. That's that's our target. And AI for businesses should be like selecting from a menu card, like this. You have an interface, you can go to the category, or you can search on the sidebar, and you can click and quickly get the result you want without having to type a huge prompt and trying to figure out, okay, this is what I need to start saying to AI. So we have the demo again. Who wants to watch the demo of Writic one more time and understand all the power, all the raw power that it has? Of course, ask your questions and I'll be answering them. Peacher says me, and Ken says, I bought the reseller thinking it included Pro. Well, Ken, today, if you got this deal, it includes everything. It includes Pro, it includes Elite, it includes reseller too. But of course, you have to buy it from this webinar. You don't need to buy the reseller for 197. Remember, today I'm selling you the entire thing at 187. So just grab it from this link. I'm gonna play the uh, demo now, and I'm gonna go to my other computer and answer the chats from there.
Hey there everyone, this is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in the business, and today I'm going to show you Writix, the all new AI app that simplifies AI for local businesses. Well, a few days ago I saw a stat that really shocked me. Even today, only about 25% of small businesses have adopted AI, and the bulk of them, that 75% of them, have not adopted AI in their business. Well, that needs to change,
And Writix is the right tool to change that, because Writix gives you AI, but it's done for you. You see, Writix is the ultimate AI software that makes AI absolutely easy to use. You can just come in, choose what you want to do, and just walk away with the result. This is how simple AI has to be. Well, Writix has nearly 300 workloads right over here for every single business process that you can think of. Things like abandoned cart email, writing an about us page, creating ad copy, ad hooks, ad targeting, adding emojis to text, advanced blog post, AI art. Literally hundreds of workflows are neatly categorized into categories. For example, if somebody wants to work with email, there is the email category, personal tools, advertising tools, book writing, support tools, marketing, SEO, business tools, website content preparation tools, image prompting, coding, sales and marketing, filmmaking, idea generation, repurposing of content, nearly anything that you can think of that you want to work with in your business, whether it's e-commerce or YouTube or copywriting or education or HR. Writix has a tool for it, and it's extremely easy to use. Let me show you.
you can either browse the categories for the workloads and go into a category to find more workloads in it, choose the workload that you want, or you can just expand this workload list and search for the workload that you want to work with. For example, let's say you wanted to make an elevator pitch for your business. Writix will ask you a few simple questions and you just need to fill those in and get the answer.
All right, I filled some information in about a fictional product that I call Bingo Bobs. It's just a game, it's a card game, and it's like bingo, but instead of bingo, people yell Bob when they actually find a series. And you can also choose what AI you want to use. So Writix has all the best AIs, all the latest AIs like GPT 4.1, GPT 4o, Grok 3, DeepSeek, which is a deep thinking model, Cloud Haiku, Cloud Sonnet, Meta Llama, all of these models are here. And by the way, whenever new AIs come in, Writix will always have the best AIs coming to it first, so that you can be sure that you're using the best and the latest AIs whenever you use Writix. That's not all. You can even get the same answer from multiple AIs and choose which one is the best. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Click on generate and Writix will get you the results. Check this out. This is the elevator page generated by GPT 4.1. You can copy it, you can use it whatever you want. use this button to copy, or use this button to download it to your computer. And this is the elevator pitch generated by Grok 3. So you can choose, you can compare and choose the one that you like the best. And if you want to regenerate, let's say you want to have another go at it, you can just click on the regenerate button and Writix will regenerate it again. Let's pick another one this time. What about a Quora answer? Quora is a great place if you want to interact with people and you want to promote your brand. You can promote your brand and product organically within answers. So again, you got to fill in a few fields. So I've put in the name of the product that I want to promote and the niche. Of course, I will put some more information about the product. This time it's dustbin, which has an organic sensor. So if you put non-organic material in the dustbin, it will tell you so. And the Quora question that I wanted to target was, how can I make sure I don't dispose plastic waste in my organic bin? Of course, you can answer any Quora question that you want, put in the details that you want. You can also put in your website address if you want to. And whenever you're ready, again, choose the AI, choose the language if you want to answer this question, or any content, make any content or process anything in multiple languages or other languages than English. You can do so easily. Once you're ready, click on generate and you will get the result. Check this out. This is a perfectly written Quora answer, written in the tone of a Quora answer, even with a conclusion. You can use it right inside Quora right now and promote your product, right? The product is included organically so that it's non-spammy. That's what it does. Once you're ready, you can either copy, download it, or you can regenerate if you want a new answer. Similarly, there are literally hundreds of workflows out there, like replies for Instagram, replies for Twitter, LinkedIn, research topic finder, resume builder, resume writer, review generator. If you want to create a review for a product, even your own product, review article, sales email, scientific report, Instagram reel scripts, live streaming scripts. Everything that you want to do in your business and marketing is covered in Writix, right? You just need to find the workflow and click on it, put in the details and get the outcome. No prompt engineering required, right? That's number one. But that's not all. In Writix, there is a lot more. There are also packages. Let's check out what we get for YouTube branding. You can create YouTube content. You can create shorts and reels, titles and thumbnails, by just clicking a button. The packages section automatically figures out what to put in the field, and all you need to do is hit generate. Yes, you don't even need to fill in the box and you just get the perfect results in one click. And that's not all. You can even create your own custom workloads. Well, it's very simple. There are processes that you need to do very often, and it's very hard to go to AI every single time and type out a long prompt. Why not create a Writix workload and get it done in one instant? For example, I created earlier a workload to get birthday wishes for my contacts on LinkedIn. Let's try creating another workload, this time to welcome people to my Facebook group. So I have given it a workload title, welcome people to FB group, and I have added 3 fields: the name of the person, the style in which I want to welcome the person because I want to change it with every message, and the FB group name so I can use it for multiple Facebook groups. And I can type out the prompt right over here, like create a text message welcoming name in a way. For example, style can be funny, comic, or serious, whatever you want. My group name is an FB group name. For example, I have drafted a prompt. Anytime I want to welcome a person now, I can just use the prompt inside of Writix. It will be added to the sidebar. Here we go, welcome people to FB group. Click on it now. And now you can provide the information like name Cyril, style happy, FB group name Technique Force, winners group. And I'm going to use this time GPT 4.1 in English. Yes, of course. Click on generate. And you can see there is a custom message now for Cyril, and you can paste it inside of your Facebook group and welcome the person. And every time you regenerate, it's going to be a new message, right? So you can be sure that you are making your group unique. You're making your content unique. It will never be boring. That's what AI can do for you. And that's what custom workloads can help you with. But that's not all. Writix is truly an amazing software to help people with AI. And one of the best features that we built in here is called the interactive task assistant. And all you need to do with this tool is to tell AI what you need. For example, let's draft a letter congratulating an employee on achieving the sales target. Let's use GPT-4o Mini this time. Let's draft that letter in English, of course. Click on Let's Go, and the AI will figure out the questions that it needs to ask you to get the answer. So I'll just put in the details very quickly. So you can see the questions are perfectly spot on. Questions like what specific sales target did they achieve? When was the sales target achieved? Is there a particular project or client? Would you like to include any personal anecdotes? What's the tone of the letter? Is there a reward or recognition? And then you can choose the model. I will probably use this time GPT 4.1. That's fine. Once you're ready, click on generate. And there you have it, a perfectly drafted letter for this specific purpose. It has all the details that you specified and you can use it right away. Now think about the kind of solution it provides to our customers who can't figure out AI. Well, they don't need to. All they need to tell Writix is what they need, and Writix will figure everything out. Of course, we are going to continue development on Writix and make it an even more amazing tool. So if there's anything that you need us to create in Writix, just use the request tool feature and tell us about the tool that you want us to create in the workload section, and we will create it and include it in the workload section. So this was Writix. I hope you're excited about it just as much as I was excited to create it with my team. And I'm looking forward to see you inside if you get it. This is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in the business, signing off. Awesome, guys. So how was the demo the second time round? Did you see the special feature? Create workflows is something that is gonna be crazy. And imagine people creating their custom workflows and just not having to worry about typing stuff again, right? So that's crazy, crazy good. Awesome. So I had a question, guys. If any of you have Bloggy or Engagey, don't worry about it. You can exchange it for any of my products. Yes, Eddie, you can get people bots in exchange for Bloggy. Absolutely, I'll be privileged to give you people bots. So Tonya says, I cannot see the screen. I think you need to click on my name probably to see the screen. Yes, in the chat. Eddie, you need to just tell my support, which is techniqueforce.com/support, and just tell them, hey, can you please give me people bots instead of Bloggy? I already have Bloggy, and here is my Bloggy details, my email, and of course they'll get your email when you create a support ticket, and they will do it for you right on, very easy. So okay, so just making sure the link is right, guys. I checked it, and this is, hold on, I think I mistyped one of the links. Hold on, let me check that. I put three L's instead of two. It was my mistake. It should have been all inclusive. It happens. Give me a second. Yep. Awesome. So this is the one. So Chris says, what the bonus is? Chris, I'm going to show you something very cool. Just let's go to the next slide. Hold on. Give me a second. I will show you the demo of, or I'll show you what actually. Awesome, guys. So that's what Engagey does. I'm quickly gonna go through the entire deal. But one thing I want to remind you, just a second. Today, if you purchase this deal, you're gonna get 30 days refund guarantee. So in case you didn't know that already, we have an ironclad guarantee system. No hassles. You will never, see us trying to weasel out of our commitment. We don't do that. I know some people do that, which is sad, but we don't. And if you like the product, that's when we want you to keep it. That's when we want you to pay for it, and that's when we want to be paid. So this product comes today with a 30 days refund guarantee. If for any reason you don't think Writix is absolutely the best thing in AI, you can just come to us anytime within 30 days and you can get a full refund. So it's like using Writix free. It's no risk to you. You can use it all you want. You can create all the results you want. Don't worry about the credits. If in those 30 days, anytime you feel that this is not a product that's the best thing that you've seen, just tell us and we will give you a full refund, right? So again, this is totally risk-free. Make sure you get it on this chat, on this call, because that's where you get the best price. Awesome. So make use of that. I'm going to quickly, somebody asked me to talk about what we get in the deal. So let me remind you very quickly, you get Writix suite in here. In that suite, you have Writix Elite, which gives you the front-end version of Writix with 20,000 credits. It's a self-use license, perfect for using for yourself. Then you also get Writix Pro, which is for helping other people. You get a commercial license, so you can provide services using Writix. 2 years of free upgrades are included. All of the AIs are included. It's worth $97 a year, right? And Writix Elite was worth $67 a year. But Writix Pro is an upgrade, so it's only available to people who buy Writix Elite, right? Remember that. So to get Writix Elite and Pro, or to get Pro, you need to pay $164 per year. That is my regular price. But you can also get today, only on this webinar, I'm going to sell, like only during this launch, I'm going to sell Writix Reseller, which is $197 per year if you don't buy it on this call. And that gives you 70 licenses to sell. You can easily sell those licenses for $200 a pop. And even if you are selling it at $100, you're still gonna make $7,000 from this. Then you also get Bloggy Pro, which is a blog writing software, absolutely the best. You also get Engagey Pro in today's deal. Both of these products are worth about $164 per year. The total cost of these products, if you buy not on this call, is $689 per year, but you get them only for $187. It's a special price only on this call. I have a launch which is happening for some days. If you can buy during this launch, you will get a lifetime price, but this special low price is only valid on this call, and you save $502 if you buy Writix from me today. And you also get the opportunity to purchase 2 upgrades, the unlimited usage booster, which gives you unlimited use for 1 year, and you get 140 extra licenses to sell only for 97. And yes, Tonya, you asked me, do the licenses to sell expire? Of course not. While I want you to make money from it, and like I said in the webinar just a little bit earlier, people who buy the license get them forever. So you can sell them anytime, this week, next month, the month after that, next year. They're still going to be there, and we will keep upgrading Writix. When your customers come in, they will get the latest version of Writix. So you will never be outdated. You will never be thrown out of sync. You will always be able to sell your licenses to get those 70. And if you want to sell even more, get the 140 extra licenses only for $97. And guys, remember where to purchase this. If you purchase this today, we are happy to see you in there. We will give you a shout out. Let me know if you're in already. And we will be happy to help you with that. So Awate asked me, after 1 year, do we pay for Bloggy and Engagey? Absolutely not. You get the lifetime deal, Awate, and you never have to pay for it again. Paul says, to be clear, what exactly are the 70 or 210 licenses with Booster? What level are the licenses at? Awesome, Paul. So 200, the licenses are actual accounts on Writix that you can sell. So you can put in the email address of the person you bought it, and they will receive an account on Writix, and you can sell both Elite and Pro versions. So but the people who buy Elite and Pro from you will get 2,000 if they buy Elite, and if they buy Pro, they will get 5,000 credits. And absolutely every feature is enabled, right? So we don't have any restrictions. So with the same license that we're gonna sell at $67 and $97, you can sell to people for a lot less, right? Brad says, I'm in with the unlimited. Thank you, Brad. Good to have you in. And guys, we've had this webinar for nearly an hour. Ken is also in. Thank you, Ken. Good to see you in. And I'm excited to make sure that Writix gives you the best performance. By the way, I want to show you guys, if somebody is ready to, if somebody wants, I can show you the sales page of Writix, which gives you more information about it. So if anybody wants to see the sales page, drop me a yes, and I will show you the sales page, which will give you some more exciting information. Paul says he is in. Paul is in. Perfect, Paul. Yes, yes, yes. Brad says yes. Awesome. So of course I must show the sales page. So I have a preview right here. Yep, it's loaded. So I think it'll show up in a bit. So the headline says, say goodbye to prompt fatigue and create the best content of your life. Working with AI feels like collaborating with an extremely smart moron. We talked about it. It's exhausting, and there has to be a better way. How about an AI that eliminates the prompting and gets you straight to results? That's what Writix does, right? So you have Writix here. These are the features. It's done for you AI. 300 plus ready to go workflows, multi AI goodness, multitask, right? Packages. Craft your own workflows. You can create your own workloads. Interactive task master, interactive task assistant, whatever you want to call it. Works in all languages. It's faster and better than AI and all business use cases. So, Chris, if you were interested, I think a lot of my customers have got PeopleBot today as a replacement if they get Bloggy, and you can chat with AI. You can use it as a chat bot, and you can put it on your website as well as your customer's website. You can train it, and it'll answer all your questions about AI very about your product very easily. For example, you can get this today from the special offer. If you have Bloggy, don't worry about it. You can get you can get PeopleBots today. For example, if you ask it what is Writix, it's gonna answer the question. So that's what it is. So you can create original content, you can streamline operations. All these tasks Writix can do very easily. This is a view of some of the things that Writix can do, and you can see PeopleBots answered the question. It's a great chatbot. I think this is the best chatbot in the industry. I haven't seen anything better than this. Tonia says, if the with the different AI LLMs you can choose, can you add a description of what certain LLMs are good for? Uh, Tonia, I think if you try, uh, I think most LLMs are quite comparable these days. I think the only LLM that stands out is Grok, because Grok has access to real-time feed from X, and that means it can answer questions about what's happening today. So if you have an event that happened today, maybe Donald Trump put up some more tariffs on some more countries, you can ask Grok about it and it will answer you that. Other AIs will not. So I think that's great. Apart from that, it's all good. Brad says, now I have FOMO. If you are new and want, say, PeopleBot or other products, do you offer those at a discount for people who bought off this webinar? Brad, sorry, not at this time. We have a special deal on this launch, but on the other products we don't. But if you get this product from me and you need PeopleBots as the replacement for your product that you have, let's say Bloggy or Engagey, I would be happy to give it to you. But apart from that, at this time, we are not running a special deal, but we do run them from time to time. It's not so close together. So I think you might see a deal on PeopleBots sometime in the next 3 months, but not before that. So Ken says, I have Bloggy. How do I get access to PeopleBot? It's very easy, Ken. Just create a support ticket at technicforce.com/report. Tell them, hey, I am Ken and I bought your product, Writix, all inclusive. But instead of Bloggy, I want PeopleBots. They will do it for you without a hassle. You will get a PeopleBot license, and of course, you will continue engaging your existing Bloggy license. Not a problem at all. Just create the support ticket. It takes less than 24 hours. Remember, my team is working 6 days a week. 24 hours a day. So that is the kind of commitment. PeopleBots is something really special. Like, you can talk to my team. So in there is also my real human team, and you can actually talk to my team. Right now it's set to the chatbot mode, but I think I can show you on techniforce.com. Let me show you. So PeopleBots is actually human and AI hybrid chat. So here we have, hold on, let me put in my name. Okay, so I think we have actually set up we have actually not allowed in this particular implementation, we are not allowing escalation to human, but you can have human beings talking in the chat, answering the chat and getting a response, right? So that's a special feature of PeopleBots. Either bots or human beings can answer the chat. So that's the special feature. I can't show it to you right now inside this, and I don't want to distract too much from Writix, which is the star of the day. So let's come back to Writix, and if you want to get Writix today, you get the all-inclusive deal again, which gives you, let me show you this, 30 days refund. That's what you get. And by the way, if I know a lot of you have already bought my products, and many of you did tell me, did say in the chat how much you love the kind of service or the products we provide. Well, thank you for this, guys. And I know a lot of you guys have been helping me with this by being very vocal about it. Good service should be mentioned to as many people as possible, right? So that you can help good companies grow, and you want to support people who actually take care of their customers. And a lot of you guys do that. That's why on Trustpilot, our ratings are 4.5, and on Google, we have 194 reviews and our ratings are 4.9 stars. That's the kind of service we provide, and customers, our users actually love our products, right? So that's just what I wanted to show you. Again, today you can get the all-inclusive deal for $187 right here, right? And you can get the 1 year unlimited upgrade for 37 and 140 extra licenses to sell for $97. Isel says support is great. And Awate, how does this compare to AI Collective Pro Max? Awate, AI Collective is something that is about prompting. Remember, Writix is about getting rid of the prompt. And AI Collective is a great software. Of course, it's from me that lets you talk to all of the AIs out there. So it has got all of the top AIs. You can prompt them and get response. So you don't need to go to different websites to talk to different AIs. You don't need to pay for professional versions. You can get everything inside of AI Collective. So they're completely different products. They can do a very different deal. Paul says, "Can my friend do a 2 or 3 payment deal?" Paul, we can work it out, but it cannot be done on this call. So create a support ticket, please, and just give us your details of what you want us to do, and we will work it out for you, for your friend, and make sure that your friend has the opportunity to get Writix. But please create the support ticket ASAP so that you still qualify for the special deal. So that's there for you. Support email is technicforce. So sorry, support@technicforce.com. I'll just put it on the screen. This is the support ticket is the best thing actually. But if you want the support email, it's this. I think everybody should be able to see my screen. So this is the support email. I think Swati dropped it in the chat too. So if you want to go for the support email, you can use that, or you can create a support ticket. I do recommend that you create the support ticket. So again, guys, the deal is $187 for the main product, which is all inclusive, which is all the products in the deal. Then you also get the 1 year unlimited upgrade for $37. And for 140 extra licenses, you only have to pay $97, and you can pay them. So you can sell them, not pay them. Yeah, it's been 2 hours plus, and you can imagine that I'm getting a little tired, and I think my mind is getting a little bit muzzled up. But yep, you can get this entire deal for a very special price. All of this is one time. All the licenses are permanent. They do not expire. The credits do not expire, and you can sell them anytime you want. You can sell the licenses anytime you want. So this is the special deal we have today. I'll be happy to have you get this deal on this call. This is the cheapest the software would be, the most affordable the software would be. Tomorrow we have another webinar. If you want, you can attend tomorrow's webinar too. It's at 10 a.m. ET, Eastern Time, -4 EDT. Yep, we're not going to make the same mistake again. We're going to go for the ET time, Eastern Time, and I will see you there. Tonya says to switch out Bloggy and Engagey, which I already have. We can exchange? We get the lifetime version or not? Tonya, you get the lifetime version. There is no way I will give you a deal which is not better than this deal or not equivalent to this deal. It will absolutely be the same deal. So yes, if you replace out any product from this package, you will get the same deal. It will be the lifetime version. It will be the pro version. Ghana says, thank you, Ghana, for purchasing. If you purchased today and any of the upgrades that you got. And thank you again, guys, for coming in. If you have more questions, I'm happy to answer them. Let me know what you want to know, and I will be happy to give you all the details that you want to, that you want to know, or that you want to get about Writix. Again, this is a great software. It helps you get work done without having to write prompts. You can get the results without prompts. Thank you for the great support. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Tonya. Thank you, Ghana. I guess we are ready to close the website. Sorry, ready to close the webinar. Again, if you have any questions, drop them in. I'll be here answering as long as you want me to answer. When will the replay? Tonya, the replay will be live sometime after tomorrow morning, tomorrow at 10 a.m. We have another webinar. I will be doing that webinar live, and then we will have the replay after that. So either this webinar or the webinar after that we'll use for the replay, and it will be available to you after 23rd. I think 24th onwards, you will get the replay. Swati dropped the link to purchase right in the chat one more time. So if you want to get it, you can get it. When will the replay? So I hope. Awesome. Isel, thank you for purchasing. I just got your purchase notification, man. Thank you so much for getting the product. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the product. And of course, look forward to even more amazing features. We'll be creating more features, more upgrades. The first upgrade that we're going to put in is, of course, Gemini. Gemini is coming up very fast, and you'll be able to use Gemini as the latest AI inside of Writix. Thanks again, guys. So If you have questions, drop me the questions. If not, then I am gonna drop out soon. Tonya says, what is Gemini? Gemini is the AI from Google. So just like Grok is from Elon Musk, and ChatGPT is from OpenAI, and Meta has made something called Llama. There is an AI called Gemini, which is from Google. It's a pretty good AI, one of my favorites, and I use it a lot. Samir says how to add 1 year upgrade and 140 licenses after the initial purchase. So, Samir, if you missed it, don't worry about it. We have a system to purchase it. Swati, if you can, please drop the link to buy the 1 year upgrade and the unlimited license for our customers. Not the all inclusive, but the 1 year upgrade and the 140 license. The upgrade, the bumps. Let me see if I can get it for you. Hold on a moment. I just want to make sure that you get everything that you need. It'll take me a couple of minutes because I have to log into the system to get that. But meanwhile, drop your questions. I will be trying to answer as many questions as I can. All right, guys. So just getting that thing. Yep. So you can get the 140 extra licenses at Reseller Bump. This is the link to get the 140 extra licenses. And to get the unlimited, I'm going to drop the link for unlimited too. If for some reason you missed to get the unlimited, you can get it unlimited here. Tonya, yes, you can purchase 140 extra after you got. Yes, you can purchase 2 sets. I think that's pretty smart because if you can sell 350, that's more than 210, of course. So yeah, if you get 140 more, you can sell 350 licenses. And Chris, unlimited means for 1 year you don't need to use any credits inside of Writix. It's no matter how much you use it, it will not, no credits will be deducted, and credits will start getting deducted for your usage only after 1 year. That's a pretty good offer, I would say. For 37 bucks you get unlimited usage. A lot of my customers like that sort of thing. I have had unlimited usage on earlier products too, and people loved it. That's why I decided to put it in Writix also. Awesome, guys. So if you have any more questions, I'm here to answer them. Let me know if you have any questions. And if not, then we're going to close the webinar today with a big thanks to everyone who attended. Really appreciate your time and your business. Thank you for getting Writix and any of the upgrades that you did. Really appreciate you. And I will see you on the webinar tomorrow. If you attended, I will be there live. And if you're there, I will see you again. We'll have a live call. So if you ever got any more questions, you can ask me. Chris says, can you show one more time how this makes prompts obsolete? Absolutely, Chris. I'll do this. I'll show you the demo. I'll show you the Writix demo, and I think that will help you understand how this makes the prompts totally obsolete. So if anyone wants to stick around for the demo, you can. I'll be happy to show it one more time. Just let me load it up. Here we go. Let's take a look at the demo, Chris.
Hey there everyone, this is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in the business, and today I'm going to show you Writix, the all new AI app that simplifies AI for local businesses. Well, a few days ago I saw a stat that really shocked me. Even today, only about 25% of small businesses have adopted AI, and the bulk of them, that 75% of them, have not adopted AI in their business. Well, that needs to change, and Writix is the right tool to change that, because Writix gives you AI, but it's done for you. You see, Writix is the ultimate AI software that makes AI absolutely easy to use. You can just come in, choose what you want to do, and just walk away with the result. This is how simple AI has to be. Well, Writix has nearly 300 workloads right over here for every single business process that you can think of. Things like abandoned cart email, writing an about us page, creating ad copy, ad hooks, ad targeting, adding emojis to text, advanced blog post, AI art. Literally hundreds of workflows are neatly categorized into categories. For example, if somebody wants to work with email, there is the email category.
personal tools, advertising tools, book writing, support tools, marketing, SEO, business tools, website content preparation tools, image prompting, coding, sales and marketing, filmmaking, idea generation, repurposing of content, nearly anything that you can think of that you want to work with in your business, whether it's e-commerce or YouTube or copywriting or education or HR, Writix has a tool for it and it's extremely easy to use. Let me show you.
You can either browse the categories for the workloads and go into a category to find more workloads in it, choose the workload that you want, or you can just expand this workload list and search for the workload that you want to work with. For example, let's say you wanted to make an elevator pitch for your business. Writix will ask you a few simple questions and you just need to fill those in and get the answer.
All right, I filled some information in about a fictional product that I call Bingo Bobs. It's just a game, it's a card game, and it's like bingo, but instead of bingo, people yell Bob when they actually find a series. And you can also choose what AI you want to use. So Writix has all the best AIs, all the latest AIs like GPT 4.1, GPT 4o, Grok 3, DeepSeek, which is a deep thinking model, Cloud Haiku, Cloud Sonnet, Meta Llama, all of these models are here. And by the way, whenever new AIs come in, Writix will always have the best AIs coming to it first so that you can be sure that you're using the best and the latest AIs whenever you use Writix. That's not all. You can even get the same answer from multiple AIs and choose which one is the best. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Click on generate and Writix will get you the results. Check this out. This is the elevator pitch generated by GPT 4.1. You can copy it, you can use it whatever you want. Use this button to copy or use this button to download it to your computer. And this is the elevator pitch generated by Grok 3. So you can choose, you can compare and choose the one that you like the best. And if you want to regenerate, let's say you want to have another go at it, you can just click on the regenerate button and Writix will regenerate it again. Let's pick another one this time. What about a Quora answer? Quora is a great place if you want to interact with people and you want to promote your brand. You can promote your brand and product organically within answers. So again, you got to fill in a few fields. So I've put in the name of the product that I want to promote and the niche. Of course, I will put some more information about the product. This time it's dustbin, which has an organic sensor. So if you put non-organic material in the dustbin, it will tell you so. And the Quora question that I wanted to target was, how can I make sure I don't dispose plastic waste in my organic bin? Of course, you can answer any Quora question that you want, put in the details that you want. You can also put in your website address if you want to. And whenever you're ready, again, choose the AI, choose the language if you want to answer this question or any content, make any content or process anything in multiple languages or other languages than English. You can do so easily. Once you're ready, click on generate and you will get the result. Check this out. This is a perfectly written Quora answer, written in the tone of a Quora answer, even with a conclusion. You can use it right inside Quora right now and promote your product, right? The product is included organically so that it's non-spammy. That's what it does. Once you're ready, you can either copy, download it, or you can regenerate if you want a new answer. Similarly, there are literally hundreds of workflows out there, like replies for Instagram, replies for Twitter, LinkedIn, research topic finder, resume builder, resume writer, review generator. If you want to create a review for a product, even your own product, review article, sales email, scientific report, Instagram reel scripts, live streaming scripts. Everything that you want to do in your business and marketing is covered in Writix, right? You just need to find the workflow and click on it, put in the details and get the outcome. No prompt engineering required, right? That's number one. But that's not all. In Writix, there is a lot more. There are also packages. Let's check out what we get for YouTube branding. You can create YouTube content. You can create shorts and reels, titles and thumbnails, by just clicking a button. The packages section automatically figures out what to put in the field and all you need to do is hit generate. Yes, you don't even need to fill in the box and you just get the perfect results in one click. And that's not all. You can even create your own custom workloads. Well, it's very simple. There are processes that you need to do very often and it's very hard to go to AI every single time and type out a long prompt. Why not create a Writix workload and get it done in one instant? For example, I created earlier a workload to get birthday wishes for my contacts on LinkedIn. Let's try creating another workload, this time to welcome people to my Facebook group. So I have given it a workload title, welcome people to FP group, and I have added three fields: the name of the person, the style in which I want to welcome the person because I want to change it with every message, and the FB group name so I can use it for multiple Facebook groups, and I can type out the prompt right over here, like create a text message welcoming name in a way. For example, style can be funny, comic, or serious, whatever you want. My group name is an FP group name. For example, I have drafted a prompt. Anytime I want to welcome a person now, I can just use the prompt inside of Writix. It will be added to the sidebar. Here we go, welcome people to FP group. Click on it now. And now you can provide the information like name Cyril, style happy, FP group name Technic Force, winners group, and I'm going to use this time GPT 4.1 in English. Yes, of course. Click on generate. And you can see there is a custom message now for Cyril, and you can paste it inside of your Facebook group and welcome the person. And every time you regenerate, it's going to be a new message, right? So you can be sure that you are making your group unique, you're making your content unique. It will never be boring. That's what AI can do for you, and that's what custom workloads can help you with. But that's not all. Writix is truly an amazing software to help people with AI, and one of the best features that we built in here is called the interactive task assistant. And all you need to do with this tool is to tell AI what you need. For example, let's draft a letter congratulating an employee on achieving the sales target. Let's use GPT-4o Mini this time. Let's draft the letter in English, of course. Click on Let's Go. And the AI will figure out the questions that it needs to ask you to get the answer. So I'll just put in the details very quickly. So you can see the questions are perfectly spot on. Questions like what specific sales target did they achieve? When was the sales target achieved? Is there a particular project or client? Would you like to include any personal anecdotes? What's the tone of the letter? Is there a reward or recognition? And then you can choose the model. I will probably use this time GPT 4.1. That's fine. Once you're ready, click on generate. And there you have it, a perfectly drafted letter for this specific purpose. It has all the details that you specified and you can use it right away. Now think about the kind of solution it provides to our customers who can't figure out AI. Well, they don't need to. All they need to tell Writix is what they need, and Writix will figure everything out. Of course, we are going to continue development on Writix and make it an even more amazing tool. So if there's anything that you need us to create in Writix, just use the request tool feature and tell us about the tool that you want us to create in the workload section, and we will create it and include it in the workload section. So this was Writix. I hope you're excited about it just as much as I was excited to create it with my team. And I'm looking forward to see you inside if you get it. This is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in the business, signing off.
Awesome, guys. So I hope it's like totally clear now what Writix can do for your business. And if you wanted to get it, I just wanted to drop this link one final time before we call it a day. You get it from this link, getwritix.in, all inclusive. Chris is in. Thank you, Chris. And Chris Paris, I will definitely approve the link after the call, and I will get down to it right away. Thank you, Paul, for attending. Thank you, everyone who's been there. Really appreciate your time today. Really appreciate your attention. We have over 50% of the attendees even here, even after so much time. It's been nearly like 2.5 hours. Really appreciate this. Amazing. Thanks again. And I will see you on the next webinar. It's a live webinar again, 23rd, which is tomorrow at 10 a.m. EDT. Yes, we're not going to be confused this time. It's going to be at ET Eastern time. I will see you there. Thank you again, and good night to you, or good day wherever you are, depending on the time zone. I will see you next time. This is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in the business, signing off.